1. Listen first, speak second. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Just listen. But these days, real listening feels rare. So often, we're surrounded by noise, people talking over each other, fighting to be understood. But when someone offers you their full attention, without judgment, without interruption, it feels like a gift. Tom, now 82, used to be the kind of grandfather who always had advice ready. He thought he was helping. But his grandchildren, especially Ethan, never seemed to take it in. Until one quiet afternoon, Ethan walked into the kitchen, shoulders low, clearly burdened. Tom could have launched into one of his old stories. Instead, he poured 2 glasses of iced tea, sat down, and said, "Tell me what's been on your mind lately." No rush. And then he stayed quiet. Ethan talked for over 40 minutes. About school, friendships, confusion. And when he was done, Tom didn't give a solution. He just said, "That sounds like a lot. I'm proud of you for carrying it." That night, Ethan hugged Tom like he hadn't in years. He didn't say, "Thank you," in words. He didn't have to. Sometimes, what they need isn't our wisdom. It's our silence, our stillness, our listening. 2. Share stories, not just lessons. There's a reason bedtime stories live forever. Stories touch a place in us that rules and lectures never reach. Nancy, 76, was once a well-meaning grandmother. You know the type, always ready to tell her granddaughter Lily what not to do. Don't share too much online. Don't trust boys too quickly. Don't skip breakfast. But Lily shut down. Walls went up. Then one afternoon, Nancy tried something different. She pulled out an old shoebox of letters and said, "You know, back when I was 17, I wrote something very private to a boy I liked, and my best friend saw it. I was mortified." Lily burst out laughing. You had drama too? That one moment turned into hours of bonding. Stories create safety. They say, "I've been there. I get it." They build bridges between generations. No lectures needed. So next time you want to offer wisdom, start with, "Let me tell you a story." 3. Stay curious about their world. It's easy to shake your head and say, "Kids these days." Easier still to dismiss their music, their slang, their fast-moving world. But curiosity is not about understanding everything. It's about showing that you care enough to ask. Tom never cared for video games, but he cared about Ethan. So he asked, "Why do you like this game so much?" Ethan lit up, explained the teamwork, the strategy, the social part. "I still don't get the game," Tom admits, "but I get him now." When you show interest in what matters to them, even if it seems strange to you, you're not just learning about trends. You're showing respect for their inner world. Remember, you don't have to love TikTok, but asking them what makes them laugh on it, that's love in action. 4. Live the values you speak. Words are loud, but actions echo. Think about the small, consistent choices. The way you smile at strangers. The way you say, "Thank you," and mean it. The way you treat those who can do nothing for you. Tom always tips the young waitress at his cafe. One day, his grandson asked, "Why so much?" Tom replied, "Because once when I had nothing, someone tipped me like this, and I never forgot." It stuck with the boy. Kids and grandkids may ignore your advice, but they watch everything you do. Be the person you want them to grow into, not by telling them, but by showing them quietly day after day. 5. Practice humility and gratitude. It takes strength to say, "I don't know." It takes even more to say, "I'd love to learn." Nancy once had trouble installing her new smart TV. Her teenage neighbor, Alex, offered to help. She could have brushed it off with pride, but instead, she said, "Would you really? I'd appreciate that so much." During that hour, they laughed at remote confusion, shared stories about the good old days versus Netflix, and created connection that never would have happened otherwise. Alex began stopping by more often, not to help, just to chat. There's something deeply respectful about an elder who says, "Teach me," because it tells the younger person, you have something of value. 2. And that's how mutual respect is born. 6. Respect their pace, but stay steady in yours. Today's world moves at lightning speed. New trends, new apps, new ways of thinking. It's dizzying, but you don't need to chase after it. You just need to stand firm in who you are. There's incredible value in being the steady heartbeat in a noisy world. The person who's always there. The person who doesn't change with the wind. Tom said it best. My grandkids told me, you're the same every time we see you. That's why we come to you when life gets crazy. Let them run. Let them explore. You, be the lighthouse. Still, wise, unmoving, safe. In time, they'll return. They always do, because the world respects anchors, even if it forgets them for a while. Conclusion, expanded for depth. At this stage of life, you don't need to prove anything. You've earned your years. You've walked through storms they haven't even imagined yet. But if there's one thing we all still long for, it's to be seen, to be respected, not because of our age, but because of our character. And the truth is, the more gently you walk, the more loudly your life speaks. So today, may I remind you, listen with your whole presence. Share your stories with open hands. Stay endlessly curious. Embody what you hope they become. And never be afraid to say, I still have things to learn. Leave a comment below. Tell us, when was the last time someone younger made you feel truly respected? Or, what is one thing you do that helps younger people trust you more? Your story matters. And when you share it, someone else may feel a little less alone. If this touched your heart, subscribe, and pass it on to someone who's walking this beautiful journey of aging with grace. You are not forgotten. You are needed. And most of all, you are deeply respected.